Long ago, when the heavens and the earth were freshly made, God created a magnificent garden in a place called Eden. It was the most beautiful place you could imagine, filled with trees that grew delicious fruits and flowers of every color. Rivers flowed through the garden, watering everything, and animals roamed freely. It was perfect, just as God intended. At the center of the garden, God placed two very special trees. One was the tree of life, which gave everlasting life. The other was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God gave this garden to the first human he created, a man named Adam. God formed Adam from the dust of the ground and breathed life into him. Adam became the first living human, created in God's own image. God gave Adam an important job, to take care of the Garden of Eden and enjoy everything in it. But God also gave Adam a command. You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If you eat from it, you will surely die. At first, Adam was alone, but God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." So, God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep. While Adam slept, God took one of his ribs and created the first woman, Eve. When Adam saw her, he was overjoyed. "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh." Adam and Eve were the first people, and together they lived in harmony with God, with each other, and with all of creation. Life in Eden was perfect. Adam and Eve had everything they needed: fresh fruit to eat, rivers to drink from, and animals to befriend. They lived without pain, fear, or sadness. They were happy and completely innocent. But everything changed one day when they encountered a creature who would test their trust in God. One day, as Eve walked near the forbidden tree, she saw a serpent. This serpent was cunning and sly, and it spoke to her. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God said you must not eat fruit from the tree in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die. You will not surely die. God knows that if you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like him, knowing good and evil. The serpent's words made Eve curious. She looked at the tree and saw its fruit. It looked delicious, and the idea of gaining wisdom was tempting. So she reached out, took the fruit, and ate it. Then she gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate it too. The moment they ate the fruit, everything changed. Their eyes were opened, and they realized they were naked. For the first time, they felt shame. Quickly, they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. Later, they heard the sound of God walking in the garden. But instead of running to him, they hid among the trees. "Where are you? I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree I commanded you not to eat from? Adam blamed Eve, saying, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me the fruit and I ate it." Eve, in turn, blamed the serpent, saying, "The serpent deceived me and I ate." God spoke first to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you above all animals. You will crawl on your belly and eat dust all your life. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel." Then God spoke to Eve, "I will greatly increase your pain in childbearing. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." Finally, God spoke to Adam, "Because you listened to your wife and ate from the tree, the ground is cursed because of you. Through hard work, you will eat from it all your life. It will produce thorns and thistles, and you will eat by the sweat of your brow until you return to the ground. For dust you are, and to dust you will return." God made garments of animal skin to clothe Adam and Eve. Then he said, "The man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take from the tree of life and live forever." So God banished Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden. At the entrance, he placed cherubim and a flaming sword to guard the way to the tree of life. Though Adam and Eve were cast out, God's love for them did not end. He had a plan to redeem humanity, even in the face of sin. The story of Adam and Eve reminds us of the importance of trusting God and obeying his word. Though sin brought consequences, God's love and mercy remained. He has a plan for all of us, a plan to restore and redeem the world.